So this set arrived in 10 days. I ordered it on July 18th and it showed up on the 28th. It came in a simple bubble mailer. Honestly, the package was a bit smaller than I expected for this piece count. Getting it out of the packaging wasn't the easiest either. At first glance, everything looked fine, no tears on the packaging. The bags are numbered. One of the bags was split in two. The bigger plates were intact. The figures and printed parts were separated, but even those had duplicates. In the first figure bag, every single piece comes apart. You have to build the whole minifig yourself. It was really hard to get the legs in place, even using pliers didn't help, and the very first figure was already missing its umbrella. The hat print was completely off, and the brown hair turned out red. The other printed parts were okay though. One of the hands was hard to push in, but that seems to be a common issue. I eventually found the umbrella. It was in the first bag, but it was black instead of pink. The plates feel a bit blendy. Following the original instructions, I ran out of 2x2 gray pieces, so I had to swap in some 2x4s. Same issue with the 1x2s. In bag 3, again, another umbrella that was supposed to be pink but came in black. That bag was split into 3 smaller ones, which confused me at first. I thought I was missing pieces until I realized I hadn't opened all the sub-bags. One of the figure's hands didn't fit properly, and there was a wrong black 1x2 plate in the bag. Luckily, I remembered the extra bag had some black parts, so I had to backtrack, but I found it. Still, not the smoothest build experience so far. It kind of felt like I was building fake Lego for the first time. The split plates in the early stages were annoying because when you tried to lift the build, it wanted to fall apart. But once it got more built up, it became stable. The window panels should be clear, but they're foggy. I actually like the look, but others might find it odd. Up until bag 6, everything was fine. Some of the figures have slightly different hair than they should, like the chef and the lady, which is a bit distracting but not a deal breaker. The door piece was different, which really bugged me. Funny enough, every fake set I've built so far swapped that door with just a plain brown one. Bag 8, prints looked great, progress was smooth, no major issues. The clock build had a piece that was a bit defective, the pendulum part didn't fit in. Luckily, another identical piece showed up in the next bag, so I swapped it out and everything worked perfectly. There was a 1x2 piece molded wrong, but it's hidden, so it doesn't matter. One white brick had some blacking spots, but I just flipped it so they're inside and not visible. Overall, I didn't experience any serious quality problems. The colors are surprisingly accurate. This was the first time I noticed a real difference from the original Lego. One piece was totally different, so they solved it by substituting with a 1x2 brick. Doesn't look bad, though. finished set looks amazing, everything fit together really well. Just a couple of small issues with certain parts, but I managed to fix them all. For the price, I think it's an awesome buy. The build was fun, and it looks fantastic on the shelf.